Today, my conversation is with the amazing Tracey Woodward, former CEO of Aromatherapy Associates and the Refinery. I talk to Tracey about all things clean beauty. Welcome, Tracey Woodward. Thank you for joining me today.
Hello, it's an absolute pleasure to be here. Thank you for inviting me onto your podcast. I'm so excited to talk to you.
Tracey, thank you for giving up your time. I can't wait to get started, so I'm going to start with my very first question to you. You stand for clean beauty. Please tell us what that means.
Oh, well, clean beauty a long time ago was kind of sulfate-free, free from a few products that were known to be detrimental to health and well-being. And then slowly, we've seen a lot of greenwashing over the years, but slowly we've become more and more educated in that positioning. And if anybody really wants to know about clean beauty or wants to bring that into their business and be able to have the conversations confidently, I recommend reading a great book called Toxic Beauty, and that has got the 12 ingredients that everybody says we shouldn't be using, we shouldn't have in our products. Just to have an understanding, I've worked with companies that have banned 20 ingredients or 30 ingredients, or like Whole Foods. I think they've got about 150 banned ingredients within their product lineup. And this is all about individual ingredients and not and the combinations as they go into products. So I would read Toxic Beauty, tells you about the toxic 12. There is a lot of greenwashing, so really look at the ingredients. And if people tell you, why they don't want SLS in there or parabens or, other sulfates, then look it up and challenge it. But I've been fortunate enough to work with many, many brands over the years that have excluded those ingredients. And also for me, clean beauty is not just about the juice in the bottle. It's about the packaging. It's about what the company stands for. It's end to end. So it's ingredients, it's formulations, it's how they treat their people. It's sustainability as a whole. So inner, outer packaging. For me, it's everything. That's my definition of clean beauty. But as I said, there's lots of greenwashing and there's lots of definitions. So I would just advise you, if it was something that you were looking to get into, is to just, what is clean beauty to you?
Got it. So could I ask now, because I love clarifying things, what is greenwashing? Could I ask you?
So greenwashing is where people say, we've taken SLS out of our products because it's known to be a carcinogen and it causes these problems, and actually then they've replaced it with a different type of SLS, but it's still SLS. So there are lots of ingredients. So
not being clear is greenwashing. Sort of hiding stuff in a way that is, it makes it almost muddies the water, but is still doing exactly what you weren't supposed to do in the first place. Okay. The second
and
thing
there are great brands. I would recommend, if you look at an organization called Credo or Detox Market, they're very clear about what they stand for. And actually in the Aveda days, we tried to be as clean as possible. We encouraged the salon owners, especially we had hundreds of them in the UK, to participate in that. But we didn't just talk about the formulation or the ingredients of the products. We talked about the packaging. We talked about where those ingredients came from, how those individuals were treated. And it wasn't as big then as it is today. Today it's enormous. And we see more and more clean beauty brands coming out that are free of. But, the fact of the matter is it's very difficult to put products that are bad for you in especially under EU legislation in products. But nobody wants aluminium in their deodorant, right? Because to do this, or powder, turns powder to do this. So it is really about educating yourself, and that's why I say toxic beauty for the layman, of which we all start out being.
I am.
It really explains what the ingredients are, and it's hard for me to kind of pull them all off and start slagging brands off in my position. But I do believe that consumers will know what they want in their products and what they don't want, especially those that choose to move into a more healthful, well-being approach to life.
So the next question is perfect then for me. Why do you feel so many consumers are now looking for this stuff? They're actively seeking out. Could it be, I'm going to ask a question, could it be that more and more kids have got allergies that are presenting themselves? I think there is more knowledge out there, but I can see that mums are more concerned about this. People are actually concerned about what's going into their brands.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm not a doctor.
Yes.
So start by saying that.
Yes.
But, you know, my own personal health and well-being journey, and I believe that a lot of this actually happens in gut health. I believe a lot of this actually happens in, you know, overusage of product, bad diet. And one of the things that I talk about, and especially at my time at Aromatherapy Associates, is that, you know, self-care really is your first form of healthcare. You have to look at your, you know, what you're putting in your stomach, how you're sleeping, how you're exercising, and what you're putting onto your skin, because, you know, 60% of what you put onto your skin will be absorbed in some shape or form. You know, we know that, sure now. And the gut is a very, very important part of the body too, because that's, you know, everything that you eat goes there. And so I think that what we're seeing is more people going, okay, especially in this lockdown, this has been a perfect time where people have, you know, cooked food, you know, on a daily basis, 2 to 3 meals a day. They've taken their opportunity to exercise for an hour. They've tried to sleep better. They felt the impact of stress and tried to manage that better. And, you know, when there is less to do, you can actually sit with your feelings and your emotions and kind of get to know yourself a little better. And so I think that what we've seen is a lot of people have gone, oh, this is what self-care is all about. This is what wellness is all about. Aha, we've all had that aha moment. And I think that, you know, and I think that is why people are saying, okay, so if I do choose to use a deodorant, I need to make sure that it's not full of chemicals, because I know that my lymph nodes are here, and, you know, that is stimulated, that will get, you know, become toxic, etc., etc., etc. So all of these things are rolling on, and people, you know, thanks to podcasts, thanks to books, thanks to so much, you know, talk on sleep and well-being as a whole, we have got to know ourselves a little more. You know, it's really interesting that, you know, we get a phone and we want to learn everything about it. We have the most amazing piece of, you know, machinery in front of it, and we expect it to work.
Yeah, brilliantly put. I love that. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell, and you'll get to see every conversation with every expert.